Alright, let's settle a debate that's raged in action movies and video games for years. What happens when you pit overwhelming numbers against elite training? Today, we're not just talking about it, we're doing it. Imagine a massive, abandoned industrial complex. We've got 100 trained assassins facing off against just 10 real professional soldiers. There are no superpowers here, no sapphire weapons. This is about pure strategy, teamwork, and mental fortitude. The big question is simple. Do numbers beat experience, or does elite training always win? Let's find out. First, let's look at the setup. Our arena is a sprawling 50,000 square foot industrial wasteland, filled with dark corridors, open courtyards, twisting stairwells, and countless hidden rooms. It's designed for chaos, with areas for close quarters, combat, long-range sightlines, and plenty of ambush spots. On one side, we have our 100 assassins. These aren't your average fighters. They are masters of stealth, speed, and surprise attacks. Their greatest weapon is their sheer number and the ability to flood the battlefield with relentless pressure. Individually, they're deadly. Together, they're a tidal wave of aggression. On the other side, a stark contrast, 10 real soldiers. These are former elite military professionals, hand-picked for their expertise. They are trained in squad tactics, flawless communication, unwavering discipline, and battlefield awareness. They are outnumbered 10 to 1, but they possess a crucial advantage: the experience of fighting as a cohesive unit under the most extreme pressure imaginable. The soldiers operate under one unbreakable rule: if they split up, they lose. Meanwhile, the assassins know their path to victory is just as clear: if they swarm, they win. The stage is set. Let's begin. Round 1 kicks off in a wide-open courtyard. This should be the assassins' playground. They burst in from every entry point, a blur of motion, moving with aggressive speed. Their plan is brutally simple: overwhelm the soldiers before they can even get their bearings and establish a defense. But the soldiers are professionals. They react instantly, forming a tight, circular defensive formation. They use concrete pillars and debris for cover, their voices cutting through the air with constant, clear communication. They expertly funnel the attackers into narrow kill zones, turning the assassins' numbers against them within moments. The courtyard erupts into absolute chaos. Waves of assassins rush forward, but their individual reckless attacks are met with coordinated, precise return fire. Every time an assassin breaks from the pack, it costs them dearly. The soldiers don't flinch, they don't panic, they hold their ground, seamlessly rotating positions, covering each other's blind spots, and protecting their unit. They are a fortress of discipline. After just 10 intense minutes, the results are staggering. 25 assassins have been eliminated, and the number of soldiers lost: 0. The assassins, realizing their initial strategy has failed spectacularly, are forced to retreat into the shadows. This first round proves a critical point. Raw numbers are useless without coordination now. For round 2, we're changing the game. The lights go out. The entire arena is plunged into near-total darkness, with only faint emergency lighting casting long, eerie shadows. The hallways become tight, claustrophobic mazes. The rooms are unpredictable death traps. This is the environment where assassins are supposed to thrive. This is their home turf. And they adapt their strategy. The swarm tactic is abandoned. Instead, they break into small, silent hunting parties. They stalk, they wait, they set clever baits, trying to lure the soldiers into deadly traps. And for the first time, we see the soldiers begin to struggle. The tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. A soldier cautiously steps into a dark corridor, and in a flash, multiple attackers strike from the walls, the ceiling, from every conceivable angle. Another soldier is nearly dragged into an ambush, saved only by a teammate physically pulling him back at the last second. Communication, which was their greatest strength, becomes incredibly difficult in the oppressive darkness and silence. You can see the stress levels rising. After 15 minutes of this brutal shadow war, the new tally is in. 40 more assassins are down, but this time, there's a cost. 3 soldiers have been eliminated. The mood has shifted. For the first time, it feels like the assassins might actually have a chance to pull this off. This brings us to round 3, the last stand. The numbers have been whittled down on both sides. Only 35 assassins remain, and the soldiers are down to just 7. They know they're on the brink. Losing even one more team member could shatter their formation and leave them vulnerable to being swarmed. They regroup in a central command room, a defensible position, to make their final plan, and they decide to flip the script. Instead of reacting to the assassins' attacks, they are going on the offensive. They will become the hunters. They move out as a single unit, slow, methodical, and controlled. They begin clearing rooms one by one. There's no rushing, no mistakes. Every single movement is deliberate and backed by their teammates. The assassins try to spring their ambushes again, but this time, the soldiers are a step ahead. They anticipate the traps. They use flanking maneuvers to block escape routes, forcing the assassins into direct confrontations where teamwork and discipline matter far more than individual speed or stealth. One by one, the assassins' hit-and-run tactics fail against the soldiers' unified front. 10 minutes later, the numbers tell the story. 60 more assassins have been eliminated. The soldiers have lost 2 more members in this round. The remaining assassins, now scattered and few, realize something terrifying. They are no longer the hunters, they are the hunted. We are now in the final moments. The vast arena falls eerily silent. Only 5 assassins are left, facing off against 5 battle-hardened soldiers. The soldiers take up a defensive position and wait, their patience a weapon in itself. Knowing it's now or never, the last 5 assassins make a final, desperate push. They launch a coordinated charge from multiple directions at once, a last-ditch effort to break the soldiers' formation through sheer speed and chaos. The final clash is fast, it's brutal, and it's incredibly close, but the soldiers' training holds. Their formation remains unbroken. In less than 30 seconds, it's all over. All 100 assassins have been eliminated. The total soldier casualties, 6. The result is against impossible odds, against overwhelming numbers, and against constant, unrelenting pressure, the 10 soldiers are victorious. So, what did we learn from this epic showdown? We learned that training beats numbers. We learned that teamwork beats speed, and we learned that discipline beats chaos. Sure, a single soldier facing an assassin alone would lose almost instantly, but 10 soldiers fighting as one perfectly coordinated unit, as we saw today, that is an unstoppable force. So now I have a final question for you. If you had to choose, would you rather have 100 fast, independent attackers on your side, or 10 perfectly trained teammates that you would trust with your life? Let me know your choice in the comments below. And hey, if you want to see us take this to the next level with something like 100 assassins versus 1 impenetrable superbunker, or maybe 50 soldiers navigating the world's deadliest maze, make sure you subscribe right now. The next challenge is going to be even crazier. Thanks for watching.